going to show you all my eyeshadow palettes that are good for the winter. Basically, it's my eyeshadow palette collection. I know it's been a while since I've been on my YouTube account. I've been really busy. There's been so much work going around at my house and in school and stuff, and finally break is coming, so that's really nice. The first one is the Naked 2 palette, and this was my first real kind of eyeshadow palette, and the colors are beautiful. Here are the colors. I still have the brush intact. My favorite colors for right now are still Tease, Suspect, and YDK, and it's just a really good palette because it just has cool tones and light. And if you want to go for a natural look or you're going to a party or something, this is the perfect palette for you. The next eyeshadow palette that I have is the Natural Eye by Too Faced, and this definitely is a very beginner's palette. Has very light colors and stuff, and it's a natural look. There's your highlighting shades and your crease shades or your eyelid shades, and then these are your crease shades, and it's just perfect for a natural look. My next palette is also by Too Faced, and it is the Chocolate Bar palette. I almost forgot what it was called. And this doesn't come with a brush or anything. These are really good colors, and my eyeshadow palettes are all about natural looks. These are just basic colors. Also smells amazing. Sorry. The shimmery shades are beautiful, and the colors are just amazing when they go in your eyes, and they're very good at blending. I have a lot of Too Faced stuff. I wouldn't consider this really a palette, but it is in the form of it. It's like the same size as, this is the Bonjour Soleil palette, and basically it is a bronzer and a blush and a highlight type thing. It's not really, there's not really blush in it. There's a brush that comes with it, which is really handy. It's like perfect for my cheeks, but I don't really use contour that much because my face is already skinny enough. I don't really need contour, so. And then these are the shades, and they're really good, and they also smell good just like that, the Chocolate Bar palette. And basically it comes with the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, then the Sun Bunny bronzer, and then the Snow Bunny luminous bronzer. Because I like to just like highlight the tops of my cheeks and stuff, so it's really nice for if you want to just go for a subtle light bronze or something, and it smells good too, so I would recommend getting this if you want to start off with your bronzer. So my next palette is not that like a famous brand, but it is really good pigments and colors, and it's a natural, and there's so many different things that you can do with this. It's the City Color Barely Exposed palette. I got this from one of my friends for a Christmas gift last year, and it's got really nice colors in it and stuff. It does come with like your basic eyeshadow thing. That's when you can tell like it's not the best, but in comparison to the other ones, this one's really nice. This has like 4 different combinations you can have with your eyes. This one I personally like, and this one. These are a little bit cooler for those party nights and stuff. I don't really go to that many parties, so I don't really use those kind of colors. But if I want to experiment, I do. I do like to experiment sometimes, so I would say this one's a really good palette for going for some good experiments and some nice natural eyes. Now this is from Bare Minerals, but it's not really a palette. It did come with a brush and like a mascara, but these are the these are 3 colors, and they're powdered eyeshadows. It's not really a palette, but it comes with like this brown and this tan, and then I believe it's like this light white type tan. And it's like, I don't really use it that much, but my cousin gave it to me. It is a good palette for natural look. As always, I go for the natural look. It's a good experimenting thing because I've never really used powdered eyeshadow. So I recommend this if you want to try out some powdered eyeshadow. So my next one is the Naked Basics palette. It's this tiny little thing that can definitely fit in your purse. Unlike many other palettes, it's got really basic eyeshadow looks. Definitely has your warm tones and your cool tone at the end, and it's really good for a classic look, which is what I always go for because I just like to just look natural all the time and not too overboard. This is just the kind of eyeshadow that I really like, so this is good for a natural look if you want to do that for the Naked Basics palette. Now this is a really big palette full of tons of colors. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's the 2nd edition color palette, and it has 120 eyeshadow colors, and it's not what you're gonna expect, like my regular warm to cool tones. It's really eye-popping. This is what it looks like. It's really crazy looking, but I like it, and if I ever want to experiment really like a lot, I can definitely use this. It's not the best blender, or when it goes on the eye it doesn't come out that well, but I would say using your fingers and dabbing it on your eye is the best way. And this does, for storage reasons, like it goes over top of that one so you can close it. And it's only like $15, which is really good compared to all of these. These are like 40s, 50s. I don't really use it that much right now, but if I were ever to experiment, this would be the palette. My next palette would have to be this Lorac palette. I'm not sure what the name is because, oh wait, never mind. Romantic Eyes eyeshadow palette. That's what it's called because it's pink. This doesn't really have a fancy color. The eyeshadows are really nice in it. Of course, another natural. This one, good for natural eyes. I don't know how else to explain it, but it has some really nice colors, and it's got tans, it's got browns and dark blues and garnet and stuff, so it's really a nice color palette, and it's very romantic. My next palette is the Cargo, the Essentials palette. It's just the eyeshadow palette by Cargo Cosmetics, and this is a new brand to me. I haven't really seen that much of it anywhere, but Kohl's was selling Cargo Cosmetics, so I wanted to take a look at it, and this is what it came out with. I think it's really nice colors. This is a really good palette. It's natural eyes, and then the bottom is your shimmery, so it has your matte and your shimmers. The shimmers are really nice, and the pigments are so good, and the color scheme, it's just all natural and shimmery, and I'm all about that kind of stuff. So if you want to look for some matte and shimmery shades, these are this should be your go-to palette. My next one is the Blush Nudes palette by Maybelline, and this is definitely one of the cheapest ones that I have here. It's only like $15 to $20, and I completely forget what the price was. But this is the colors. It's perfect for fall and winter. They're just such subtle colors, and there's greens in here, which is new to me. I don't really wear that much green on my eyes, but I like the pinks. I'm experimenting with pink this year for the winter because I haven't really worn that much pink. So this is a good palette if you're a beginner. Again, definitely go ahead and buy this. Now my last palette is my favorite palette out of all of these. It is the Lorac Pro palette. Definitely the best pigments, the best colors, the best shimmers and mattes. Definitely buy this for your makeup loving friend. This is if they don't have it already, because this is just one of the best palettes out there. Again, it goes from the light colors to the dark colors, and it also goes from matte to shimmer, which is just like the Cargo Cosmetics palette. But this one's definitely a must because it's just such good color overall, and it blends really well, and it shimmers so pretty. This is a really good palette for any time of the year, so I really recommend this palette for anyone because it's just amazing. So that is my eyeshadow palette collection, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's been a while, but I will be making more videos because I'm going to be getting a new camera and setup and stuff, because I really want to get into this because I really enjoy makeup, fashion, art, all that kind of stuff. I hope I see you guys in the next video, and I'll see you later.